I know that there's always conspiracy theories, and we look at, follow the money in boxing, and you can throw in these things that, are time tested here. If I look at Canelo Alvarez and Triple G, as you mentioned, the future of the sport, then it's Canelo Alvarez more than it is Triple G. I don't know what factors in with this, Jim, but you were there. I think you said something about you'd have to be Looney Tunes to think that, somebody could score at 118 to 110 in the first match between these two. Did you see something that you would say, I know who won that fight after this second fight?
No, I don't think I would have to look back at this fight, and I think I'm going to have to look at it more than once to really give you a strong inclination as to who won the fight. But, I mean, again, to make the point, the styles converge in an amazingly sort of natural way that creates the opportunity for these constant surges of momentum back and forth. One guy dominates for 15 or 20 seconds, and then the other guy comes back. And you wind up with exceptionally close, very difficult to score rounds. That's point one. Point two, and I've made this point many, many times in public, the average guy sits at home on the sofa and looks at a fight and says to himself, well, this isn't difficult. I can score fights. It's not an enterprise that's very challenging. I think I know who wins and who loses. I can make these choices. That's a myth. It's not that easy. It's an exceptionally difficult job. It's a subjective enterprise. I mean, there's a reason why there are 3 judges and they sit at 3 different spots around the ring. The authorities who run the sport are attempting in every way they can to sort of balance out human error because this is an enterprise that is inherently subject to human error. And, to everybody who says to me, oh, the judges are terrible, and I know I could do better, et cetera, I always say, okay, turn off the volume. Let's see if we can get to a clean video feed where there are no graphics whatsoever. You don't get CompuBox. You don't get Harold Letterman. You don't get replays. You don't get all of the aids that the home viewer has in watching and evaluating the fight. You sit there with your naked eye and watch what happens between 2 guys in the ring. Sometimes you're blocked by the referee. Sometimes you're blocked because action takes place on the other side of the ring and a fighter has his back to you while he's actually doing great work that you can't actually see from the angle at which you're sitting. And then once the round is over, you've got 2 seconds to write down a name on a slip of paper and hand it to the referee who's coming by to get it. So, the people make mistakes. And it's very easy to do so in that enterprise.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.